Hello, dear community, and welcome to this session. This is the practice of, we've done the sun salutations, the sun salutation series, if you like. And now with this week of focus on the moon, we are able to do the moon salutation. So in the traditions that we've been learning in, the traditions of the Bihar school, the moon salutation is one additional moon salutation, which we'll take, which shows us an opportunity to be able to honor and celebrate all those incredible qualities of reflection and stillness and gentle illumination, still shining on the waters. The moon, of course, being very deeply associated with the element of water. As we've learned, it has this pull on the tides, it allows the tides to recede. It's very much associated with our minds, our emotions, our thoughts. And so the moon plays a very significant part in our lives. And so this practice that we're going to take of the moon salutation is different to the one that you'll find in the Orange Book. And I'm deliberately teaching it because it's different, so that we have another way of being able to practice some different postures as we work with our communities and with our classes. And so this practice begins, it's the position out of the way. This practice begins on the right-hand side of our mats, but that's because we're going to move left and then we're going to move right. And so we begin as usual with our feet actually fairly wide apart for the start of this practice. And we always begin by settling ourselves into power and recognizing increasingly that this power is not only my power, that it comes from deep in the earth, that it is imbibed in the very breath of the life force from our surrounds, that the crown of the head is connected to the heavens. And so we appreciate increasingly that we are drawing power, or we are breathing with or resonating with the power of the cosmos that is all around us. And so as we stand in power, we recognize this tremendous power of the cosmos that flows through us, that offers us liberation with every breath we take. Exhaling here, and on an inhalation, raising the arms sideways as we bring them up above the crown of the head. And it may be that we join the palms, or that we just join fingertips, which I prefer. And on an exhalation, we're going to bend over to the left. So you can see here a little bit of a crescent moon shape. On an inhalation, we come back up to center. On an exhalation, we bend to the right. Remember, we're not dropping that top shoulder forward at all. On an inhalation, we come back up to center. And then we bring ourselves into a little bit of a balance. We're going to raise the left leg and we're going to place it wide as we bring ourselves into a stable stance and allow the arms to come to this position, like right angles of arms to body and of forearms to upper arms. This is the very strong position of Kali, and it's sometimes called the goddess pose. And so from here, we want to straighten our legs and create the opportunity to create a forward shape of bringing the head towards the knee. So we're turning all the way to the right. And then we are going to bring our hand to the shin of that left leg, and we're going to assume a triangle pose. Moving the hips slightly forward, in case they've not yet done so. And then we're lowering that right arm and coming into a position whereby we can place the back knee on the floor, have a right angle with our left knee, and come into the moon posture. This is Chandra, the moon posture. And then we're going to bring our hands to the front of the mats, and we're going to bring the right toes up as we stretch that inner right thigh, and we're going to move over to the other side as we stretch the left toes upwards. On our right hand side, we're going to move around and once again bring the head towards the knee. We're going to take hold of the right ankle or shin if we wish to come higher, and we're going to create a triangle pose. So we can feel that stretch once again. We'll go back down into this position and create our moon pose once again. And we'll come back into position so that we're able to create that Kali goddess posture. And this time, we're going to take a few steps if necessary, but we're going to shift the weight so that we come to stand on the left sides of our mats. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale as we lean over to the right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to the left. Inhale, arms up. And exhale all the way down. So that was one round of the moon salutation. And you can see it has its own very different challenges in the posture. We want to become used to the movements so that the whole sequence actually becomes calming and cooling rather than heating and exciting. So let us take a few breaths here and recognize these qualities of the moon, the qualities of calm, the qualities of that gentle dappering light that falls very gently on water, gets reflected from water on the waves or on rivers or on lakes. The quality of the moon that is helping us uncover the deep patterns and ways of being that have become so much part of our world and sometimes of our nature. And so let's do a variation to the other side. That was half a moon salutation. So exhaling here. On an inhalation, raising the arms up towards the heavens, and maybe interlocking the thumbs is another way of doing this. On an exhalation, leaning to the right, not compromising the shoulders moving forward at all. On an inhalation, back up to center. On an exhalation, moving to the left. Inhaling back to center. And remembering this way of bringing in the balance. So lifting the right leg and placing it wide so that we come into this Ali posture, this great, great posture of tremendous power. And from here, straightening the legs as we come to bring the hands down, and we are moving the head towards the knee. Remember, if it doesn't come there, it arrives where it arrives. There is no forcing of anything here. Taking a few breaths here. Placing the right hand on the ankle or the shin and creating the posture of a triangle. Moving the hips slightly forward, relaxing those shoulders. Breathing here. And from this posture, bringing the hands down so that we can create our moon shape. The Chandra curve. Bringing the hands down and moving them forward so that we can come to extend that left leg this time. And then moving over to the left leg so that we come to extend that right leg. Keeping our balance, keeping your balance better than I'm doing mine. And from this right-legged position, we're going to come to have our heads towards the left knee. Last time it was the right. This time it's the left. And allowing ourselves once again to take that moon posture on this side. And allowing the hands to come back down. Bringing ourselves into the triangle posture on the left-hand side. Inviting the posture of first the right side and then the left side, stretching out those inner thighs and coming now to the right-hand side of the mat. Head towards the knee. Coming into a triangle here once again. Allowing ourselves to come back into a moon shape. Bringing the hands down and allowing ourselves to come back into our power pose, the goddess. Usually we would have our fingers, 4 fingers, touching the thumbs, so that all the circulation of prana stays within the body. As you can hear, this is a challenging sequence. And then on this side, again, taking as many steps as we need to, and coming to stand on the right sides of our mats. Once again, arms up on an inhalation, exhaling to the left, inhaling up, exhaling to the right. Inhaling up and exhaling as we release the arms down. I am aware that I did the sequence differently on the 2 sides. And so I ask for your forgiveness, and I may do it differently another time, but at least for now, you have these postures to play with as part of a sequence, to become familiar with them, to celebrate the notion of the qualities of the moon in our lives, and this appreciation of bringing up from what is hidden and what is obscured, bringing up the deeply held secrets that we need to know in order to perform any transformation. We need to know things in order to change them. When we don't know them, it becomes a lot more difficult to change them. I am so grateful, as always, for your practice. And the wishes always are that all beings and the universe benefit from the practices that we undertake, so that we don't keep the benefits only for ourselves. That's almost the antithesis of the practice and the principle of yoga. That we are practicing so that we're able to bring this to as many others as possible. And we're cultivating the practice so that it blesses, it continues to bless us, our families, our loved ones, our communities, the earth, the cosmos. It just expands and grows. So your practice is golden, and I am so very grateful to you for it. May you always, always be well, and may all beings be well and blessed. Many, many thanks. Many thanks.